And my wolf pack, it grew by one. So were there were two of us in the wolf pack. I was alone first in the pack, and then Doug joined in later.
Alrighty, guys. So the big news in the NFL right now: Michael Sam, defensive end for the Missouri Tigers, has come out and said that he is a gay man. So the fact that this is big news is really only the fact that homosexuality isn't really rampant in pro sports, as everybody knows. We had Jason Collins came out in the NBA last year, said he was gay, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't got a job since then. So we'll see here. Michael Sam, he's a 4th to 6th round draft prospect, so somewhere in the middle. You got guys saying, this could hurt his stock because, if teams saying, okay, this guy is on an equal playing field, we're going to go with the guy that's not going to bring all the media hoopla and all that. So we'll see, but let's bring in Sean. What's up, man?
Mr. Crowley.
What's up, Kyle? Back in the pack.
That's right.
First of all, it's unfortunate that this is the biggest news in the NFL right now. I gotta say that.
Yep, that'll happen after having the first Sunday without NFL football.
Yeah, so I definitely wish we were talking about regular football. Unfortunately, we had to go through this long off season. Looking forward to the combine, draft, all that. Hopefully, we'll have some more football related topics. But with this whole Michael Sam thing, basically, I'm just looking at the timing of his announcement, and I think with something like this, this guy's projected middle of the pack as far as, possibly 3rd, 5th round, something like that. I think this kind of falls under the category of no press is bad press.
Yep.
This guy's getting his name out there. I didn't even know who Michael Sam was.
Exactly.
I may have heard his name during the football season. I don't know. I didn't catch a lot of Missouri football this year, even though they did have a pretty good team. But, I didn't hear a lot about Michael Sam until yesterday. Now his name's everywhere. So
yep.
No press is bad press for Michael Sam. That's what I think.
That's right. And, the way I look at it, I could seriously... I couldn't care less, man. Back about 6 months ago to a year, I could have said that, I couldn't care less, and then someone pretty close to me came out and they said that they were gay, and then I realized after that I really could care less. What people do in their privacy of their own home, I could seriously care less. The only thing that, so all of that part of it, him being gay and that part of it, I could seriously care less. It doesn't matter to me. Even if I was a player in the locker room, I wouldn't care. But the problem for me is that the gay thing coming out in the pros, I don't understand the need to announce it. We don't have guys that are heterosexual coming out and saying, oh, I love women. What does it matter what if it really doesn't matter to you what your sexuality is, why even bring it up? I don't understand the point of bringing it up other than like what Sean said, just good press. Now everyone's talking about this guy. But it could go either way. It could either hurt his stock or it could help his stock. You got all the people out there that are, they might want to say, oh, I want to be a pioneer. I'm going to be the guy that drafts the first openly gay person. So we'll see. But again, like I said, I played 8 years of football growing up, being in the locker room. I never knew anyone that was gay. I'm sure I played with some people that were gay, but I never look at myself as being this amazing specimen who anyone's going to want to look at. Everyone has their own taste. So you're in the locker room and that guy is gay, that doesn't mean he's going to like every piece of ass that he sees in there. But the other issue for me is the guy's got to know that it's going to be around all the time. Jokes that are made in the locker room are just beyond anything that if you've never played football and you've never been in a locker room, then you would never be able to understand the kind of shit that's said. But then again, once you get on the field And once you get outside that locker room, they're like brothers. But inside the locker room, there's shit being said that, I mean, like I said, the worst people that you'd ever think of, they might even blush. I mean, there's some bad shit being said. So the guy just better have thick skin. That's all I'm saying. He can't be getting all butthurt every time something said or there's a homophobic slur or anything like that. You can't just expect shit to change in a night. So that's how I look at it as a player. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, I agree with basically what you're saying. I guess one thing on the other side of the topic that you could talk about is the timing. And we're talking about the press and getting his name out there, which my personal feeling is I think there's some strategy involved. I just think when you're a football player going into the draft, guys are training for the combine and trying to put their best foot forward, and they're trying to get their name out there. So I definitely think there's some strategy involved that way. But I will also say, knowing that the teams dig into the players' backgrounds, they talk to their former coaches, they have them take tests and all kinds of personality tests and everything under the sun. He probably thought it was going to come out anyway, so this kind of gives him an opportunity to just put it out there, you know, on his own terms, goes on ESPN, has his own interview. So now the question is kind of not even a question because he's already answered it before it even happens. So I'd say for that point of it, it was, you know, pretty good strategy. But the fact that he gets the press and everyone's talking about it, you know, I think that boosts his draft stock because typically you've seen guys draft stock fall on draft day, but I think people are going to be a little more cautious with that because they're not going to want to be viewed as, you know, not wanting an openly gay player. So I almost think that it could work in his favor.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said before, there's going to be some coaching staff, some organizations they're going to want to be the head of the PR curve on here and say, hey, we were the first team to draft a openly gay player. And that's a part of me as a football fan that bothers me, is that this guy, I think everyone's talking about how, you know, he may have these issues, you know, in the locker room. I'm sure he is going to have a little bit. But really, I have a feeling that this guy's going to get special treatment because of this. I think he's going to be treated differently on the good side because no one's going to want to say anything bad. No one's going to, you know, who wants to be the guy that cut the first gay black or the first gay person? You know, there's always these things they're going to want to bring up, and again, it's going to focus as much as they want as anyone that's different, whether it was race, whether it's sexuality. They always want to be equal. Yet doing this is just causing it now the focus is on that he's gay, not that he's a defensive end, not that he's a first team All-American. Now it's Michael Sam, the gay player, you know, and that it's the same way with race, and it bothers me that certain people get special treatment based on race, whether that be a white person, whether it's black, whether it's a gay person, whether it's, you know, anything like that. You know, I want, in my mind, you know, it sounds cliche and it sounds ridiculous, but it's equality. Everyone should be fucking, in the NFL and anything else, should be treated equally. Just because you're gay or just because you're black doesn't mean you should get any extra treatment than anyone else. And just because you're a rich white person doesn't mean you get any special treatment either. So that's how I look at it. I just hope this doesn't turn into him getting special treatment because he was courageous and came out that he likes to suck dick. You know, that's how I look at it.
You are courageous and bold there, Kyle. But I'll say this: nobody wants to be. You know, you look at the Richie Incognito and Jonathan Martin situation from this year. I kind of think going into this situation with Sam Hurt, I mean, what player is going to want to be the Richie Incognito for Sam Hurt?
Yep.
Or excuse me, Michael Sam.
Michael Sam, yep.
I don't think any player is going to want that.
Nope. And they're going to be walking on eggshells for a little while, because I saw an interview that Ryan Clark did. He came out and said, okay, you know, we're okay with this, but now we need to know how we need to act around this person because of the same things I was saying about how life is in the locker room. So they're just saying, hey, what what is fine to say in the locker room, because we toe that line and we jump right past that line all the time in the locker room. So is there things that you shouldn't say, or things, and you're gonna, like I saw on PFT, they said that the PR department and all these hippie motherfuckers want to say, oh well, just don't say it at all. Well, sorry to bust your little bubble there. That's just not realistic. The shit's gonna continue to go on, and there's going to be something, and hopefully this comes out, and next year we're not even talking about this, and it's going to be like the Manti Te'o. Remember all the hoopla he got in the preseason? What did you hear about him at all during the season? I didn't hear a word from anything going on about him all season. Hopefully this is exactly what it is, and like I said, I could care less that anyone's gay. I just wish we'd go back to just worrying just about how good a player is, or a coach. Not that it's the first black coach to do this, or it's the first gay person to do this. How about it's the first guy to do this? That's all that should matter. But that's a far-fetched dream. It's never going to happen, at least not in our lifetime. We always want to bring up these kind of things, but we just wanted to do our little quick take on it. It's a big news story right now, so just wanted to put our word out there. But stay tuned. Like Sean said, we got a combine starts in a couple weeks. Got that to go on. We got the free agency starting next month. So soon we're gonna do a video. We'll do a video about what each team needs, about what the Lions are looking at, what the Skins are looking at. So be ready for that one. The draft, I think they changed the draft to the first week of May now instead of April, to push it back a little bit. So just in case you guys know, I think it's May 8th now, the first day of the draft. It's not the end of April anymore. So stay tuned for all of that. And meanwhile, have fun. Go Lions.
Go Skins.
See you guys.